Hello, guys. Welcome back to this platform, Top Gossip 24, with your humble servant right here. Oshiamia na wabomwa can say fila. Mahama odi ye ka eno na ekoso no. Ebusia eye music bia manage mo pa. Nti won say me dey share video na asia, it means say I am loving it. Now, today is the day, March on March. Tosafo, our South African brothers have taken over the streets of East London. Somebody will ask, why have they taken the street and why are they demonstrating? If not because of few people, if not because of the personal interest of certain people, I don't think that the South Africans will be on the street today. And that is what Ghanaians are also planning to do on the 25th of April 2026. And so I just want you guys to pay attention, okay? I've decided I'll put a series of videos together. I want you guys to pay attention and look at it very well, because I love what I see. The unity, the uniformity, and the way the South Africans gather themselves together and go through this protest now. I'm telling you. The last time I see Ghana, most Ghanaians and some of the youth are looking up for money, and some will go and demonstrate. But look at this video was the first video that started posted. This guy that we're talking about is part of the leadership, the local leader, who is actually leading the people. And before that, he was speaking to some of the leaders in the community that they need everybody to come and do and demonstrate. Okay, so I'm using this opportunity once again to tell all the leaders in Greater Accra, look at them. See, they are singing. Like my ghost showed me on the video the last day. So when you see the Tosa people, when you see the people that are like Zulu people, when you see how they are singing, it means that you have to be Igbo. And honestly, guys, I want you to follow me to the end of the video, because you see that all the shops around that East London area has been closed. Now, a latter part of the video, there was a place that I understand belongs to a Nigerian, and a nightclub that belongs to a Nigerian. They were about to even attack and go in there, but the leaders were able to stop them from doing that. All this thing is going on because of what? Just tell me. Tell me in the comment section why this should happen if we are one united Africa. But it's happening because some group of people, Igbo for that matter, they keep going to places, and some of the Yorubas, let me not take the end, some of the Yorubas, because the last time I was watching the live stream, there were some Yoruba guys who were also talking there. Some Igbo guys are coming in, and they were saying all sort of things about they said South Africa is a land for free, everybody can go and take. They are also here to take free here with their ancestors. They want to come and marry. Also going to do their match. You are a man. If you are a man, you are a Nigerian, you know what you are about in South Africa. Go and appear. South Africa is not like that. When you are demonstrating, you have the ability to come and be telling people this. I'm calling on everybody from Accra to Kumasi, Owa, Tamale. You guys know exactly what these guys are doing. You guys know what Nigerians and the Igbos are doing, and the Yorubas are doing in the midst of that. So we are calling all of you to come out on the street on 25th. It is important. All of us should come out on the street so we can all show the world also that we are not happy. With respect to the way these Nigerians and the fake Igbo King, you see, they say no to Igbo King. That's what they are saying. No to Igbo King. Even women are doing the demonstration saying no to Igbo King. They don't need any Igbo King. And the fastest part of the thing is that Nigerians, the Igbos to be precise, they lie through their He was lying that he's not a Jew, he's not this, but he keep calling himself he's an Indian. as to whether he these past 2 days. I'm yet to confirm, and I'll come back here on my live stream or one of these days to come and tell you. See the way the South Africans are marching. Beautiful. Look at the
Ditinike kuma kaloku mntasekhaya ngoba uzawuthini ngoku uzomane ujikajike mntasekhaya hayi
enter, do whatever, test the waters and see what is going to happen. See, I know that they are going to say that this is exactly what Ghanaians did, and still the Igbo leader was still there. That's what basically they were saying online, and I posted that video. I need all of you to go watch that video. My South African brothers, how do people pronounce that? Viva South Africa, Viva South Africa, Amandra, I mean, Viva South Africa. We Ghanaians are supporting exactly what you guys are doing. Assuming that these guys are living peacefully without putting on chieftaincy titles and stuff like that. All these things happen. I believe there are a lot of people, foreigners living in South Africa. Most of them are quiet. But Esa and said the character of these Nigerians, according to some of the South Africans, they are there selling drugs and doing all sorts of things. See, now this is what it is. I believe that if you have to do something as a Nigerian in that estate, you are not able to do it because these people are taking over the road. See, they're taking over the road. No car is passing. No car is passing. And you see, this is the beautiful part of the democracy and demonstration. In Ghana, when you want to demonstrate, people are looking for money. They are either using it as a means of making money when it is time to demonstrate. It is time to demonstrate. People want to make money. That is basically what it is. Now let me use this opportunity. The upcoming demonstration that is coming, it is not a way of making money. Let me stress on the upcoming demonstration that is coming in Ghana. Anybody who uses it as a catalyst to be siphoning money from elsewhere, we will come on you because yes, let's listen to this man. He's saying something sensible.
From the Igbo tribe to come and become coronated as a king of the Eastern Cape. But beyond that, the utterances that were made at that coronation is what really galls us as a party, as Action SA. The utterances were that they're establishing a kingship in the Eastern Cape and a homeland. Now, we have a history of homelands in this province, a painful history of the homeland of the former Ciskei and the former Transkei, where people were moved in there after being expropriated, having their land expropriated. They had limited opportunities. They're still some of the poorest people in our province, and we are not going to tolerate the establishment of another homeland. They went further, though, and they said that they're going to encourage their brothers and sisters in Nigeria, in their hundreds of thousands, to come and establish a homeland in this province. That's not going to happen, because this province is not up for the taking. Here are our traditional leaders behind me. We respect them. There are 5 kingships that are respected by the president, inaugurated and recognized by our president and our constitution. So I want to go further and to say that the embassy of Nigeria said that it was just a customary thing, it wasn't much, and they do it all over the world. It's not true. We have taken great exception to the disrespect and the problem.
Came by another person from East London. This is a protest against Nigerian king in East London, South Africa. Okay, the king is over there. The king is among them. So this is against the Nigerian king in South Africa. This is a protest, but this is not a king. It's a leader. It's like a chairman of the organization. So, but they think that it's a leader. It's a king. Well, this is not king. This is a chairmanship in South Africa. So South Africans are protesting against the coronation of Igbo in East London, but actually it's not Igbo, it's not a coronation, it's a okay, all the kings are here. All the kings are here. All the kings are here. Hello, sir. So, what's the match all about? What's the match all about? But he doesn't understand English.
They're moving door to door to these buildings and demanding for them to open, because some of these buildings and establishments and businesses that are said to be owned by Nigerian nationals are closed today, more especially towards the Quickney area. So now they are trying to get the door, telling them to open. People, they are community members who are actually pointing out these buildings that they know that belong or being leased by Nigerian nationals or foreign nationals. So now they're telling them they want them gone. You can see Prince Abongile Ngonzi here in front, who's part of those that are leading, is trying to stop them from any violence, because this was supposed to be a peaceful march. But I can tell you, they are not deterred. His team and crew is not being deterred by what happened. So we are moving now down the street. Now the next building that they're rushing to is a nightclub called Davido, and this nightclub is said to be owned by a foreign national. So now that's where we're moving. You can see. Let's speak to traditional leader here. Now, Prince Ngozi, yes, we are seeing what's happening, and you're trying to maintain the peace.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make sure, because these are student residences, and we are not supposed to be going inside residences. We are marching on the road to the town hall, where the mayor is expecting us. The deputy minister is also there waiting for us. Deputy Minister of Proctor. That's where we're marching to. We're going to go up Oxford Street. That's why I'm stopping them.
Now we see, besides these student accommodations, there are people pointing out said buildings that are owned or leased by Nigerian nationals, like this nightclub here, that they're trying to get to open. Like now,
and go there and change the direction of the march.
Okay, let's show you now the direction of the march, where it's headed, as the local traditional leaders have their hands full here today, Michelle, as they are trying to change and stop actually where it might lead to, and that's violence. They're trying to maintain the peace, Michelle. I think you can hear us running, trying to get ahead of the crowd so that we're able to give you those visuals from the front.
All right, Tipa Kema is left us there.
Now we are moving now, Michelle, down. We are moving down Fleet Street now. This is one of the busiest streets, but also a number of buildings that are said, or businesses that are said to be owned by foreign nationals are actually close here. I'm just trying to, we're trying to get to the front so that we're able to show you. But traditional leaders are left behind. Okay, there's...
So guys, it is important that we put this thing across. Can those people who want to bring this kind of trouble in South Africa come and apologize and stop all this kind of chieftaincy title, whatever? I believe that there are association everywhere. There are Ghanaians association living in South Africa. They don't want to put a chief on. Why is it that only the Igbos and the Nigerians? Why? Everywhere you go, people will mention Nigeria. Every part of the world you go, people will mention Nigeria. Even according to one Nigerian guy, if you go to Japan, they have a name they call it. If you have South Africa, there's a name they call it. If you go to the UK, there's a name they call it. Why is it that Nigeria is becoming the problem of the world? The question is simple. Why? Why is it that everywhere you go, every place you go, once there's a Nigerian, once there's an Igbo person, they want to be different. They want to show themselves. They want to be seen. They want to be known. They want everybody to see them that they are the better people or they are making it. Meanwhile, 85% of them, they are not doing legitimate stuff. And can what is going on in Ghana? Most of them are in their rooms doing 419. Most of them are in the room doing this thing, trying to steal from people, trying to steal from Oyibo online. And then when they are on the street, they will come and tell you, oh, we are doing legitimate job. We are doing legitimate job. You see, these things must stop. Including women. Look at the women there. There are women that are ready to sacrifice for South Africa. People are ready to demonstrate. Including people that are old. Oh, there are people that are not, these are not for young people to demonstrate. A lot of people are there. There's a group, they say they call them March on March. They are serious. And I think that these kind of groups are very important. We have to make sure all the groups in Ghana, the member group in a thing. And I'm calling on every member in every group, please, when the time is up to march and do march on march, we have to do it, because that is the only way of which we can survive and we can penetrate through the government of the day. All that we are struggling for is because the government of the day is not allowing this to happen. And we have to demonstrate and show to the world that these people are in Ghana and they are now taking our land. You understand what I'm saying? That is their purpose. I've listened to quite a number of those Nigerians on TikTok. Whatever some of them are saying is exactly what they want to do. It's not like they are joking. They are serious about it. They come in with strategy to marry the girls. And some of the girls also, because of money, they don't want to do anything. Because of money. They don't want to do anything. Look at the South African women. I'm so excited to see these people demonstrating like this, because they really want to take their country back. They really want to take their country back. They want to tell you that if you come to their country, you have to respect rule of law. You have to respect their local leaders. You have to respect the people. You have to respect their chiefs. You cannot come and install a chief on top of their chief. Like the way what is going on in Ghana, when somebody just came in, come and bribe his way out. And then now people are saying that he's there doing his work. You see, all these things must stop. And that's why I'm calling on the chiefs and the people in Greater Accra region. I've seen a sign of unity. I'm calling on Ni Odawelenchi. I'm calling on the Numa, the Gamache. Please, you people should sit and arrange things well. And let this Bukase man who is carrying this thing on top of his head, they should give him an ultimatum to remove that thing on top of his head, because it is coming on becoming, and that is disgracing our people. They have come in to lie to us that we are from here, and it's like people are buying into it. Look at what is going on in South Africa. I love what I'm seeing in South Africa. You know why? Because that is going to deter them, that they cannot say what they are saying. They will deter them that they cannot enter into South Africa and just go and say that, oh, South Africa is no man's land. South Africa is for everybody. South Africa is a place where everybody can strive and then it's good. South Africa is a no man's land. Those kind of things they are saying. Look at the way they are jubilating on the street. You think that they are doing this for doing sake? Where is those Nigerians? Where is those foreign Nigerians who were talking on social media, including the Igbo, the fake Igbo for that matter? If he's a man, he should be there. He should be walking outside by now. Where are they? Those that are making noise and saying that they are going to do. Where are they? At least they should be outside now, guys. They should be outside. Ghanaians, where are you people? Look on this or look at this. Senebeya at 20 feet, we can also demonstrate and cover the whole street. We should make sure say we're going to pass through the typical Ghana area and bring all the people from inside the Bukong. Let's bring them out from Bukong. We pass through the Gamanchagbuena area and make this thing. Let's make sure this kind of demonstration, that when people are demonstrating, we want to go and pass through Accra, no, then we go to the Independence Square, then we finish. It's useless. This one, let's change it. Let's go through the typical inside, so we can go the Gamanche, whatever. There's a park there in Gamanche area. We go there and go and do whatever we have to do finally. At least we'll get the numbers. We need the numbers to hit the street and ensure that the place is hot. we can allow this to happen in Ghana. Honestly, to Ghana, for it is what it is. Their brothers from South Africa are doing their best to protect their land, and that is basically what we have to do. I know that it's gonna affect all foreigners, but again, it is as a result of what selfish people, the Igbos, the problem of Nigeria and the problem of the world. Because the moment they become the problem of Nigeria, become the problem of Africa, become the problem of the world. These are the people we are dealing with. They do have no regards for anybody. Basically, it is very important we state that. Remember, say you subscribe. We are doing our best. These are collections of videos. We went out there to fish out from some of our Ghost team members from South Africa, and we are here to share all that with you guys. It is very important that we use this one as no kwemono yegami to ensure that we also cop the same suit when we have to do our demonstration come April 25th, 2025. I love what the South Africans are doing. They didn't want to do it on Saturday. They are doing it on Monday to block the streets, to make the thing impact people, not to do it on Wednesday. And I know that after this, I'll check with my Ghost team. There will be other meetings and other stuff. We are waiting to bring you guys the filler of the day. Count on us, because we are close in there in South Africa. You'll be surprised how fast we can get in there in South Africa. Kudos to all my South African subscribers out there. I'm going to be on live, and I'm going to be waiting for you guys to share your thoughts and tell us what you think with respect to what happened in South Africa. Viva South Africa. Viva South Africa. Amandra, away to Viva to South Africa. South Africa. South Africa. God bless God, guys. God bless everybody. Remember to stay tuned on this platform, and remember to subscribe. Most of our videos are coming in, and we are expecting to see all of you coming in to come and share your comment. Your comments are the most valuable thing we are expecting to see on our videos, so we will be able to read them. Thank you guys all. God bless all of you, and may South Africans live long. May they continue to fight this fight. May they continue to resist the oppressors rule. May they continue to show Ghanaians that this is how we can also demonstrate. You understand what I'm saying? Look at the numbers on the street. Look at the numbers on the street. It's not like what we demonstrated and the Joy FM didn't even show the video. Most of the TV stations that come there didn't show anything. They just came and walked there and left. But you see this one, you understand that yes, this is what we call demonstration. People are ready, and you can see the way they are ready in their attire, red, green, whatever color. They are ready to march on the street. Even though, according to sources, the rain was supposed to hit them. But you see, they didn't march. They came through. They play music, they dancing, they serious. They have the police people also behind them, because people understand that if they allow these people to continue to exist with what they are trying to do in South Africa, very soon they will come and say that this is their place they want to take. You understand me? They will say that this is their place they want to take. So I really feel happy with what I'm seeing, the unity under which the South Africans are doing this. I really love it. It's very important.
Tomorrow we march in East London.
Supporting them from Ghana. South Africans, let's go and listen to one of your ladies. She's saying something that would be very nice to hear.
We will be protesting for East London. We wish you guys all the best. We wish that whatever that you have planned out goes according to your desires, and you get the outcome that you are hoping for. Our king, East London, we apologize. As a South African, I apologize for the disrespect that the democracy have brought into the traditional leaders. I honestly apologize. If it was not for the disrespect, we wouldn't be having Nigerians coronating themselves as kings in our traditional land. and they see nothing wrong with it. It is due to the demon crazy that we are currently living. There was a reason why back in the days when people come to traditional land, they were taken to Kolokhotleng. I don't know Lekhotlake in Xhosa or Zulu, but that was the process. When they go Kolokhotleng, they will explain what is their intention within the land, what is their purpose. I'm talking about something that was still practiced 2008, 2010 in some of the villages, Muruleng. But greed is what have turned our traditional leaders to be the same as our politicians, because they no longer ask the relevant question. They now harbor people that they themselves do not know who they are. If I was your advisor, I would have advised you to summon that Igbo king to come and kneel and apologize. If there's a need for fine, you fine him also and banish them from East London. If I was your advisor, that is the route that I was going to say we must take. If they want to be diplomatic, they can be diplomatic together with that government of ANC, not with you. The disrespect is there. You can even, when you read the letters from the embassy, from the whatever organization about news and all that, the disrespect and the arrogance is still there, because they do not feel that they have wronged any of us as South Africans. They do not feel that they have wronged you as our traditional leaders. Coach Ade, you are one of the Nigerians that is very provoking to South Africans. You are one of the Nigerians that is very arrogant and gaslighting us as South Africans. I just saw your video now on Twitter, where you even say tomorrow when you will be joining the protest, please do not come. Those who know his handle, please tag him, Coach Ade shouldn't come. We as patriots, we do not match with foreigners. We do not match with foreigners. If you saw a video last week on Wednesday, the guy who was chased on a pavement, that guy was coming towards us. He's a foreigner. We do not match with foreigners. We do not need your solidarity. When you are one of the people that is very disrespecting to South Africans. Even in your apology video, you even say Nigerians have been disrespecting South Africans because South Africa disrespect them. This is our country, in case you have forgotten. This is our country. We are not disrespecting Nigerians in Nigeria. They can do whatever they want to do if there are South Africans disrespecting them in Nigeria. So you cannot come and play tit for tat with us in our country. We will not allow. So please, tomorrow do not come. If you are a foreigner and you want to be in solidarity on social media, don't come to the ground. We are not EFF. We are not ANC. We are not in need of numbers from foreign nationals to come and fight with us, whatever we are fighting. This is our battle, and we will carry it as South Africans without you. So please, do not come tomorrow. And patriots and South Africans that will be in a protest tomorrow, be on a lookout. Do not allow foreigners to come and join, no matter what. Do not allow them. You do not need them. It's also part of the provocation and trying to gaslight you. Do not allow them. Thank you very much.